So rare. Tony works.
Tony who?
Kevin Costner's ex-wife is allegedly kicking herself and regrets filing for divorce. Handbag designer Christine Baumgartner is allegedly regretting ending her marriage to Hollywood star Kevin Costner. The mother of three filed for divorce from the actor a few months ago, but ended up not getting the child support payment she requested. Reports have it that she is now kicking herself for forcing Costner to agree to a divorce. Meanwhile, the Yellowstone star is ecstatic that the ruling went in his favor. The duo were married for 18 years and separated due to irreconcilable differences. According to a new report, Christine Baumgartner regrets filing for divorce from Kevin Costner after not getting the hefty child support payment she requested from the court. She's kicking herself for forcing Kevin to agree to a divorce when she was living the high life with unlimited funds at her disposal and everything paid for by her husband, a source close to the situation told Radar Online. During the divorce proceeding, the handbag designer, who shares three kids, Caden, 16, Hayes, 14, and Grace, 13, with the Yellowstone star, was first granted $129,000 in temporary support. However, she requested that she be paid $248,000 per month initially, arguing that her children were used to luxury and she needed more to take care of them. Ultimately, the judge slashed the amount to $63,000 per month. Seemingly due to the court proceeding not going her way, the 49-year-old opted to settle out of court with her former husband, allegedly on the advice of her lawyer. An insider said to the National Enquirer, Christine caved because her lawyer advised her to cut bait and run. Details of the settlement between Baumgartner and Costner remain unknown. However, it is believed that the mother of three received $1.5 million, which was the amount agreed upon in the prenup, in addition to other undisclosed fees. It comes after Costner's lawyer, Laura Wasser, argued that her client was initially willing to find a middle ground out of court, but Baumgartner's demands were unrealistic and frankly outrageous. The lawyer also pointed out that they were initially set for a settlement conference, but Baumgartner insisted on a full evidentiary hearing instead. Wasser said in court, Christine fails to inform the court that her settlement position through the months of June, July, and August was so unrealistic and frankly outrageous. Kevin had no hope she would be more settlement-oriented at the VSC, Voluntary Settlement Conference. The high-powered divorce attorney also pointed out that Baumgartner's legal maneuvers had only increased costs for both parties involved. Following the court settlement, sources also shared that Costner was ecstatic that he came out on top. According to Radar Online, an insider said that the actor is jumping for joy over the judge ruling in his favor. At the same time, another stated, it's not so much the money as exposing Christine as the gold digger he believes she's shown herself to be. On the other hand, Baumgartner found the entire ordeal to be quite uncomfortable and is relieved that it's finally finished. A source said, per the Daily Mail, it's been a living nightmare, and now she just wants to move on and start fresh and begin making her new house a home. The divorce proceedings lasted for the past 4 months, all through which they only spoke through intermediaries. While the precise date of their separation was not publicly disclosed until May, court records later confirmed that Baumgartner officially recognized April 11th as their date of separation. At the time, a rep for the Yellowstone actor also released a statement informing the public that the duo had decided to end their 18-year marriage. It is with great sadness that circumstances beyond his control have transpired which have resulted in Mr. Costner having to participate in a dissolution of marriage action, the statement read. We ask that his, Christine's and their children's privacy be respected as they navigate this difficult time. In the court filing, the reason for the breakup was irreconcilable differences. Additionally, the former couple also requested joint custody of their kids. Kevin Costner and Christine Baumgartner are on speaking terms after divorce, source. Kevin Costner and ex-wife Christine Baumgartner are taking the high road after settling their tumultuous divorce. They are now on speaking terms. Things are better, a source exclusively tells Us Weekly, noting that the exes didn't want it to get ugly for the kids' sake. While the pair, who share sons Caden, 16, and Hayes, 14, and daughter Grace, 12, may be keeping it civil, that doesn't mean they plan on rekindling their romance. There won't be a reconciliation. They're moving on, the insider says. Costner, 68, is just thrilled that the negotiations are over, the source continues. At the end of the day, Christine is the mother to his children and he didn't want to fight anymore. Costner also shares daughters Annie, 39, and Lily, 36, and son Joe, 35, with ex-wife Cindy Silva and son Liam, 27, with ex-Bridget Rooney. Baumgartner, 49, and Costner finalized their divorce on Tuesday, September 19, following a messy 4-month legal battle. The twosome have been at odds over child support and the terms of their prenuptial agreement. Baumgartner first requested $248,000 per month in child support from Costner, but instead temporarily received $129,755 per month. A judge later ruled in favor of the actor over Baumgartner and set the payments at $63,209. Despite the final child support amount being significantly lower than Baumgartner's initial request, the source tells us that she and the kids will be taken care of by Costner in their accustomed standard of living for life, adding that the Yellowstone actor doesn't want them to want for anything. According to the insider, Costner will always love Baumgartner and it was important to him that she and the kids were taken care of even if they are at odds. Costner previously spoke out about the challenging nature of the divorce following his and Baumgartner's September hearing. "This is a horrible place to be, but this is where we're at," he told Access Hollywood at the time. "It feels so bad and we're talking about somebody I love on the other side, I just can't." While the divorce and child support case are settled, Costner and Baumgartner will return to court in November for a trial over their prenuptial agreement. Kevin knows Christine is far from done, a second insider exclusively told us earlier this month. He's relieved that step one has gone his way, but Christine is sure as hell not giving up on the overall war. Baumgartner initially filed for separation in May after 19 years of marriage. Costner reacted to the divorce filing at the time, saying in a statement via his rep, "It is with great sadness that circumstances beyond his control have transpired which have resulted in Mr. Costner having to participate in a dissolution of marriage action. We ask that his, Christine's, and their children's privacy be respected as they navigate this difficult time." Later that month, a third source exclusively revealed to us that the divorce was Costner's worst nightmare and he was entirely blindsided by the split. "Everyone thought Kevin and his wife were super happy," the insider said. "So it's all surprised. He truly loves her." Kevin Costner and Christine Baumgartner are reportedly taking this important step following their divorce. Like many other celebrity divorces, Kevin Costner's divorce with his ex-wife Christine Baumgartner was quite messy. From accusations she was delaying the divorce proceedings to back and forths about legal fees and child support quantities, Costner and Baumgartner weren't afraid to go at each other in court. Following their divorce agreement on September 19, however, it seems like the temperature between them has finally cooled off. In fact, according to sources for Us Weekly, the two are even on speaking terms now. "Things are better," a source told the outlet, before adding that they didn't want it to get ugly for the kids' sake. With that said, the source said we shouldn't be taking Costner and Baumgartner's newfound co-parenting skills as anything besides civil. There won't be a reconciliation, the source said. They're moving on. Costner is thrilled that the negotiations are over, the source added. At the end of the day, Christine is the mother to his children and he didn't want to fight anymore. For the sake of their young kids, we're glad to hear there's no bad blood between them. Speaking of good terms, Costner and Baumgartner were set to co-host the Kick-Ass Bash created by the nonprofit 1805 over the weekend. At the event, which had special surprise appearances by none other than Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, Costner had the biggest hosting role while it's still uncertain if Baumgartner made it there or not. According to Daily Mail, however, Costner appeared to be in good spirits throughout the event. "Looks like these were able to bury the hatchet almost as fast as it was made in the first place. After all, there is no better motivator to do that than kids and charity, right?"